another fantastic episode of Overcoming. I am your host, Irene Ebube Nwamwise. And with me, I have fantastic guests as usual. You know I can't join you with that now. So let's get to meet our guests.
Hi, my name is Iremofe Kofurola, a child clothed in dignity and honor.
Thank you very much for being on the show today. And
my name is Eunice Ojo. I don't know if I'm allowed to say I'm clothed in honor
and dignity. So you always want dignity and honor?
No, it's honor.
Fine.
Whatever we.
Whatever we. Actually, all of us like this.
We are clothed.
Okay. So today's topic is more of like it's a tweet on Twitter. A lady was talking about how the older generation of women, like if they taught us well, like especially the young females,
If they did a disservice.
yes, if they did a disservice to us. I showed you guys the tweet.
Yeah.
Now I want you to talk about like what she was trying to like pass across to not just we the females in this generation, but like our mothers and mothers, what they've taught us in the family. So Ire.
Yeah, thank you very much, Irene. One thing I know is everything is relative. When you talk about training up a child, to you it might be good, to someone else it might be a disservice.
Okay.
Now, if that lady had actually poured out her mind and she has said mothers, older generation, they've done a kind of disservice to this present day women, that would be, to a point of view, she might be right. You understand? But personally, I feel you can't just judge people, you have to meet them first. I've met women who are actually fantastic. I've met women I'm like, how was this lady brought up this way? You understand? So it depends on the angle at which you are looking at it from.
Okay, now speaking of angles, she made like different points. She brought out some points. Now I want to first of all pick the point where she said women who are the breadwinners of the family, if they want to pay school fees or they want to pay rent, they give the money to their husband, and then the husband in turn pays the rent. And you know, this is actually the children, they are watching, the kids, especially the women, the females, they are watching, oh, so it's my daddy that's providing for the house, it's my daddy that is doing this, but it's actually not the dad. What do you have to say about that, Eunice?
So in their head, the females get it like the man is like in control of everything, whereas their mother is the one who is fending and giving. I don't think that is quite good enough.
Okay.
I mean, women can stand alone. Women are doing exploits. Women are doing great things. You don't have to go through that corner. Like, I don't know. In Africa, we have a mentality that the bullshit or the how much suffering a woman can take determines how much of a wife material or how much marriage in marriage is. But I think that is in that dispensation. Like I said earlier, change is the only constant thing. So I feel like we're being innovative right now, and I feel like, to me, in that aspect, our older mothers, they did us a disservice.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Now, there's another thing I want to like pinpoint. There is in Nigeria, I don't know if it's in Africa, but in Nigeria, there's always something that they say that if a child, whether boy or girl, is bad, it's for the mother. And if a child is good, it's for the father. I already have something against that statement or that term.
Can I say
yes,
something,
please
please?
say something.
I am a man.
Okay.
And I'm not in support of that.
Thank God.
Because I believe that training up a child is the responsibility of both parents. You understand? The father and the mother. If as a father you are not responsible, when your child is growing up, you are nowhere to be found. Then when probably at the end of the day the child turns out to be a bad egg, then you begin to blame the mother. It's all wrong. Because where were you when that child was being brought up? So it's collective. You can't just say because you are a woman when your child is good. Someone will even tell you your child.
Yes,
so,
of course. And
I
they have the audacity to say.
And I begin to wonder, like, she just decided to put her hands in her stomach, and it became a body, and the baby just formed and all that. No, if you were not there, there was no way the baby would have been formed. You understand? So now, when this child is born, you have to be so responsible for everything, morally, financially,
emotionally,
and everything. So it's at time men began to see all these things and understand that to take care of a child is collective. So don't blame. Yes, don't blame the woman when your child is bad and you say, okay, welcome home my son when he is
exactly. Thank you very much. I wish.
Really, I think that is the essence of feminist and feminism and all that.
Yeah.
These women where they're coming from, they've seen what the wrong that has been done to their mothers.
Yeah.
At times we call them extremists. We don't know what they've passed through. They've seen so much wrong that has been done, and they feel like, I want to correct this. I want to stand against this. I know they sometimes they put in too much pressure that makes us feel like they are doing too much. But then we can't blame them. We don't know where they're coming from.
Sorry, can I say something? I'm not against feminism.
Right.
Actually, I am advocate for empowerment for women. But I don't like the idea when you begin to not do what you preach. Understand?
Okay.
Because I've seen feminists. Yes, now I've seen feminists who tell you, don't allow this from a man. Don't do this. But at the end of the day, when you get to their own, you just wonder like, what's all this? Don't make it something theory. Practicalize what you preach. You understand? Feminism is a good thing.
Yes.
It depends on the angle at which you are looking at. You know, this life, it's all about different spectacles, seeing the world from different points of view. So our worldviews are formed based on every preconceived ideas we have as children growing up. So, like she rightly stated, you don't know where the point at which someone is coming from. Okay, a lady who grew up seeing that the way her mother was maltreated, you understand? And she was just made up her mind that I can never allow this
from
any man. I can in my home it will never happen. So would you blame her when she begins to
kick
against? You understand? But the fact is, I believe everything is moderation.
Okay.
You understand? Don't allow a man maltreat you. Don't allow domestic violence.
Anybody. I think we should even make it point that out. Not just a man now, because it will look like we are only pushing the blame on the men. But do not allow anybody to try to maltreat you or take away your rights or something.
Yeah, but I just want to the emphasis on. I want to make it emphatical.
Okay.
You understand that men, because most times when you look at domestic violence, it is always men who are the predator. And women, and women
not always though.
Not always.
Mostly. Yeah, I'm trying to look at it. No, we are trying to talk about women. The trainings now.
Yes.
Older generations have actually given to these women in this dispensation now.
Yes.
Understand? So now, if when you talk about domestic violence, you are married.
Okay.
Definitely, as a woman or as a lady, it is a man. Let's look at it in heterosexual marriage now.
Okay.
Now, it is a man who would abuse you as a lady
in
your marriage. You understand?
Okay. Are you saying that is how it's like?
No, I'm trying to say that when you talk about domestic violence in a marriage, if a
lady
lady is being abused, let me make my point clear.
All
if a lady is being abused, it's always mostly from the man. You understand?
Right.
Now, if you are being abused in your relationship, in your marriage, don't stick to it. Don't say, okay, I want people to see me as a good wife material.
This really happened in the former generation where women, they will be battered, the husband is irresponsible.
Emotional breakdown and everything.
They feel like, I am married, I want to stay in my marriage, I have to stay for my children. Some of them end up losing their lives.
That's another thing I want to even talk to. Like, I want you guys to help me trash the fact that a marriage or marriage in itself is a goal, like the end goal of a woman. What do you think about it? Because I feel like every woman, once you hit the age of 20, 22, 25, they start warning pressure. Are you not going to get married? And I realized that this is a trend that keeps happening, and I have a feeling that it might not end.
I really feel that that should be stopped in the community. That the society should not put pressure on young ladies.
Yes.
What brings happiness to you might not be what brings happiness to me. If you feel like marriage is the right thing for you, all well and good, you can go ahead with it. If I feel like it's another thing, maybe spiritually or career-wise, or it's another thing that brings happiness to me, all well and good. There are better ways to support people, to encourage people to do something, even if they are not doing it. There are better ways to tell you, okay, aren't you considering getting married, having your own family in a subtle way that makes them think about it? But then you putting pressure on them, like you have to get married, your mates are getting married. You don't know what they are passing through. The society really needs to check that and go.
Okay, and aside that, do you have any contrary opinion to what she said?
Well, as regards telling someone to get married
Yes.
and all that.
I mean, I'm not just telling, the pressure,
The
the
pressure.
force.
The fact is this, I would say, nobody can pressurize you. You can only pressurize yourself. Now, this is what I mean. If someone is telling you to get married, you understand, probably as a result of, probably from family or friends or anybody. Now, I can decide to just make everything they've been telling me null and void.
Yeah.
Not to listen to it. Like,
But for how long
But-
without
and
consent?
No,
not
this
for
is
how
it.
long,
Now-
but
now-
for only very strong.
Now,
some
You
people
don't
need
need
to
to
have
have
that.
depression. You know what causes depression? Overtime pressure.
But
If
now,
you get to
let
a
me say
stage that your
something.
body will want to react, your body will want to let go.
Now let me tell you
Kind of-
something. Do you know that there are ladies who would go to their friends' weddings? You understand?
Mhm.
Nobody's pressurizing you now. You just feel like, I'm getting old myself. My friends are getting married.
Married,
You
yes.
understand? So you should, well, like you said earlier, it's marriage to some people might be an achievement. To someone else, it's not an achievement. I don't see marriage as an achievement because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, whether you get married or
Or
not,
not.
you will die one day. So what's the point?
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay.
Everybody
I get
dies.
the point.
So you should not see marriage as. I have people who take marriage to be like, it's a do or die affair, and that's why today we have so many marriages that are crashing.
So much pressure
Understand?
makes one get married and then probably to the wrong person
Yeah.
and then start
That
experiencing.
even
The
brings
funny thing
in-
is that when you are in the marriage, you can't come back, you can't come out, you can't say, wow, you advised me, you put pressure on me to
Yeah.
get married.
Because you're already
and
inside.
then it's just
I just saw something. This is just like a comic relief actually. Somebody just tweeted that okay, anytime his friends want to get married now, we first tell them to be based on agreements that okay, I'm going to buy clothes. You are ready,
Of
but on
course.
the condition that your marriage
Your
is
marriage
going to last
is going to
1 year.
last.
After
And
1
and
year,
if it
I'll-
doesn't,
This
you
is
refund
what-
my money.
You see,
This is
so-
what it has turned to. Alright guys, we're going to go on a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Hi guys, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the show Overcoming, and I am Irene in the I'm going to start out by giving this tweet. There's this tweet that went viral of a boy. I won't call him a man because a man cannot have that kind of thinking. A boy who says if his father dies, then his mom wants to remarry, she has to leave his house. Like
She has to leave
yes,
the
he's
house.
going to send her. The way he was saying it was like he's going to send her packing, like he's going to send her out of the house. Now, I think that this is as a result of the kind of upbringing or the kind of training that his father and mother would have taught him, right?
Let me
So
just say, if I just want to I want us to examine a scenario. If his mother died, if it was his mother that died and his father remarried, would he ask his father to pack back to his house,
I have
to his
no idea.
father's house? Because at times we are just being biased. We feel like the female gender is the one that can take in the suffering, that we are subjected to one form of torture and suffering, and the guys are free to do some things that the women aren't allowed to do. We need to stop this. We need to stop the spread of this mentality.
I have no idea where that came from. That
How can you
I
say
don't know
that
where,
to your
where it
mother?
was written or the history that this thing encompasses. A woman should suffer. I don't know where it was written.
And just to say, what's if the house was built by the woman herself?
Exactly
So
my point.
would he tell his mother to leave
Leave
her
the house.
own
See, built
Let me
by
just
the
put it out
mother
there.
or not. In as much as you cannot tell your father if he remarries to go back to his house, built but by the father, by the mother or not, I see no reason why you should talk to your mother to go back because she remarried.
Exactly.
And okay, I just thought of this anyway. What if she remarries? Is she going to get? Is she going to remarry in her husband's house, or she will go to?
That's where
And
the
new
question.
husbands are-
Wait, that's where the question even comes in. Do you understand? Like you asked, I remember that you asked that. What if she builds the house?
Yes, I'm
If she
trying
builds
to
the
look at
house-
it from this angle.
Like
Now,
if the husband builds the
house
house.
and he dies,
Mhm.
then she wants to remarry.
Is she going to remarry in her husband's house?
Or go to her new husband's house.
Wait, but we've seen scenarios where men pack to meet their wives.
Their wives.
African men.
Yes. Yes. What are you talking about?
She is
Isn't it
married
in
to the
Ghana?
man. The man is late. not like she killed the man. So I feel like there's no big deal. So
There
me,
really- there
I
really
feel like
is
For
there's
a
no
man
big
to
deal.
back into
The husband is
it's
there.
just like
It's
this
not like she
I
killed
this
him.
Ghanaian culture. I know I have so many friends as Ghanaians, and I know it
Their
is because of their
culture.
culture. It is the woman that marries the man.
Let's talk
The
about
woman pays the
let's
bride
talk
price,
about
so the
like
man comes into their house.
How about
Can we
Nigerian
bring
men?
that to Nigeria?
I don't think it's
Yeah.
survive here because I feel like Nigerian men
A
are
typical
really
Yoruba
proud.
man, would not move into his wife's.
I feel like if you say a typical Yoruba man, you are stretching the issue.
In fact,
A typical Nigerian man.
You're
Because see,
dissecting
I don't want to generalize because you know
And that's where that's another issue. The fact that men see that they can't move.
the ego thing.
Do you get?
is always.
It's not even about ego now, because let me say my own idea about marriage from the Bible is both of them leaving their
Together.
father's house and moving to a new place, right?
Anyway, the
And
Bible
now,
didn't say. The Bible didn't say. Well, the Bible said for this reason.
yes,
the
both
man
of
is
them
okay.
would leave.
Okay.
Do you get? Now, it had over time, it has been rewritten and talked about that the man would have to, the woman would have to leave and then stay. That's why ladies find it very difficult at this point in time. If you're a lady, a single lady, and you want to rent an apartment, you might
In
get
fact,
frustrated.
it starts from the landlord and the caretaker.
They will tell you, a man, the landlord, or mostly it's the landlord, they will tell you, no, I cannot bring an unmarried woman into my flat or into my house.
I just feel
But I
like
have a question. I just have
Okay.
a question. Not about you moving into a house and
The
the
house,
man
yes.
is telling you that he cannot allow a single lady or a
Mhm.
man. But the issue is this now. If you are married, then you contribute to whatever thing in your family as a
Yes.
woman.
Yes.
Is it a necessity that your children must know that you contribute to it?
No.
No, okay,
It's
to an
not
extent,
a
it's
necessity.
not their business. They are not supposed to, because it might change their view about one parent or the other parent. But the fact that the woman is carrying the money and giving the man, and then the children are seeing that the man is the one paying, the boy will also want to, okay, I'm the one that will be paying now, I'm going to pay everything. And the lady,
Also
the
feels
girl is
like-
saying, no, my husband is the one to be doing everything. That's what we are saying.
For me, it's not a necessity. But if the children know, so be it. All well and good. It's not like she has to, when she's giving her husband the money, the children have to be there. But then now try to hide it and conceal like, no, my children must not know. My children must not.
And aside from hiding, them coming out like the man, okay, so take this, I did this. And some people even have the guts to lie on it. Why would you do that?
Those are irresponsible men.
Why would you lie about the children probably know you are not working?
You know, in the
Something
tweet,
that
I
has for
remember
you.
in the tweet when you showed me, there was a part that stated that even the man, he does not, when the children thank him, he
Yes.
does not ask them to go and
And
check
their mother.
and thank the mother.
That's
I thank your
another
mother
part.
too, it's a shared responsibility.
Ability.
Even though she's the one carrying all the burden, but even at least acknowledge her efforts and all that, but they don't do that.
And I think also, sorry to cut you short, men should always appreciate
Their wives.
their wives, because okay, you go out, she's at home, she takes care of the children, she makes sure everything is in order. Then
She
you come back,
cooks and
yes, you come back, you ask for your
Nah.
food and all that. You understand? Now, you should appreciate the fact that she uses her energy to do all these
Yes.
things. You should not just see it as normal. It's
You know,
normal
I
for
feel
her to
like
just
the problem
do it.
for some men is that they feel like, what is she doing? Is it not just to stay
Yeah,
at home,
to
take care of
cook
the
and take
house?
care of the
What's
house.
the big deal
I feel like
there?
the fact is
And
because
then
you're not living.
when they are put in that position, you see that they can't contain. They feel like, what is, I can't do, I'm a man.
Exactly.
I'm a man.
I'm a
So-
man. I can't
But,
do this. I can't wash.
don't let us overflow this issue.
Okay.
Because we have to talk about good men too.
Okay,
Because
yes,
we
they
are,
are
but-
we are
but
making
men are
it seem,
rare.
we are
But
making
good
it seem
men-
all men.
No,
All these
we are
men
not.
are
We are not.
rare.
Because
But
you
no,
shouldn't
we're not
forget
doing
that
that.
even there are some men that are being abused by women.
By
Of
women,
course,
yeah, of course.
of course.
But we're not. I have never mentioned that all men are the same. I'm
No.
saying most men,
Most
some
men,
Do you get?
most
It's
men.
not. Of course, we can't generalize. Generalization is what is even killing Nigeria. So we can't generalize like that. So I'm not saying all men do this or all women are like this, are submissive and have to do this. I'm just saying there are a
For the
percentage
few.
of people that do this, and sometimes the percentage is higher than the other percentage that they are not doing this. Do you understand? Now, another thing I want to talk about is how do you think society plays a role in the upbringing of a female child? Like still in the aspect of like marriage, in the woman doing things, the man and the man doing things, and the kid or the children seeing this. How do you think society plays?
Can I say this? I think our society, it's that time we began to change so many things in society, because we've built our society on wrong premises, on wrong foundation. Now, how do I mean? We've made it seem like men are superior in a way, that women are just like you see them as subordinates, like lesser beings, like they are so
They're the weaker.
yes, and their opinions should not be heard and heard. You understand? You should not get to hear it, and it should not be heard also.
Yeah.
Now the fact is this: as a man, now training up your sons. Now I'm trying to take it. The father and son, the mother and the daughters. Now training up your son, let him realize that at the end of the day, if he chooses to get married, because I believe that marriage is a choice anyway. Now, if he chooses to get married, he should know that his wife is not a slave. They are just to come together in agreement. Oh, this is the way we want our home to be run. These are the things we think are very important to us. You understand? So they should come together and agree. So now, looking at the way this society has really placed value, not value anyway, the way the society has really
prioritized.
Yes, women. It's like they don't see them as objects of value.
As an important
Yes,
factor.
they don't see them as an important factor. They don't see them as objects of value. So we should value our women. We should know that they are also important. Their opinions are very important in our lives. Without women, the society can't run.
Yes.
And it's beautiful to know that there are women that are doing amazing things.
Of
There are some
course.
Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala,
Yes.
Ibuka Oshika.
Late
Even
Dora
if
These
and also,
women are doing
also even
awesome
if
things.
these the things that these women and it's not only Nkonjo Iweala that is doing something good. Like the lesser the people that you are not even hearing of,
Yes.
they are doing something.
Of course.
So I feel like we should give like accolades.
So
these things that these ladies are achieving.
So my point is, even the Bible said when these two come together, they become one. But then it's a different case when they get married. They don't treat them like one. So the husband is like I'm the man and the wife has to be subjected and all that. So I feel like the society is not doing enough. I think the older generations need to be educated on how to really the approach to really raise the ladies. When we compare the standard of the ladies in an African country to that of abroad or over the country, we envy them, and they're not doing anything. They don't have anything better than us. It's just that their upbringing is different from ours.
And my opinion again is that for ladies of this dispensation, they really need to work on themselves. You understand? Irrespective of the way you were brought up, you can get better, you can do better. If you think you were not brought up the right way, why not just try to probably get some help and work on yourself? See, I believe that if you are a lady of value, a lady of substance, men can't they can't override you.
Sure.
You understand? So work on yourself, get better. There are ladies that always rely on men to give them.
Yes.
So why not make yourself so important that you have to give these men too?
True.
You understand?
I get your point.
So if you see yourself as a person of value, others will value you too. But there are ladies that when they are talking to men, even in a relationship, they feel like they're so timid, they don't want their voice to be heard.
All right.
Because our society doesn't give us the strength to express ourselves fully. When you express yourself fully, it's like she's proud, and this lady, she's trying to act like she doesn't know that this.
And let me say something. Why not be proud and be a person of value than making yourself an object of ridicule?
Okay. We'll talk about this when we come back from the break. Stay with us. Thank you for sticking with us. It is overcoming. Now, I want to hear your final thoughts on this topic.
Okay, thank you. First, I'll say women should place value on themselves. Work more on yourself. If you believe what gives you happiness is your career, work more on it. You understand? Don't be pressurized to get married. And men should also appreciate our women. They should know that they are not objects of ridicule. For a better society, it's our collective responsibility. So let's work together for a better society.
Okay, thank you very much. And Eunice, what do you have to say?
Well, my advice to women goes, just be yourself, just do your thing, be yourself, and do not be discouraged. You are not a second-hand commodity. You are not a second-hand. Your place is not in the back. You can also be the first. You can also take the front. You also can provide for the family. Be yourself and do your thing, and you'll get there.
Thank you so much, Eunice and Iwe, a child clothed in dignity and honor.
And where is my honor and dignity?
Yours is honor and dignity. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's always
We
my
had
pleasure.
such a great time with you guys.
And I must say, you did a very fantastic
Oh,
job.
thank you. Thank you. Someone throw me compliments on the show. You guys should watch this. Okay, now you've heard it all from our guest. Place value on yourself as a woman, and it takes the collective responsibility of the society to make the society better. Also, Eunice said that you should just be yourself. I think that is the final note of this particular episode. Thank you so much for watching. My name remains Irene Edwe Umwamlise. I'll see you next week.